Tony Kemp, who gets the game underway. The Newcastle Knights defending that southern end of the ground in the first half, as it's Michael Hancock who brings the ball out. The Newcastle Knights very strong in defence, and in fact in recent weeks it's been their defence up front, and that sort of defence from that man David Boyd, which really has sorted out a few teams. And you notice that in there as well was Butterfield again, and there he is. Tony Butterfield has had blinders in recent weeks, especially against Manly a fortnight ago at the International Sports Centre in Newcastle.
Well, there's 3 or 4 tackles, and the Broncos have barely made a metre. But Newcastle letting the pressure off, not getting off the tackle player, but the defence was very solid, driving the runners backwards.
Last tackle against the Knights. Kemp, the kick, looking for the open spaces as he puts it onto his boot. Duffy's there to get it, though, down on his quarter line, and that's good defence. McKinnon was up there.
Well, Kemp, with the breeze at his back, put the ball only 30 metres downfield there.
Here's Hancock. Hancock in the front. Frendo coming at him. Hancock taken by Frendo. Walters is in the dummy half, just 30 metres out, and this will be a penalty. It's against Frendo, and he's in the sin bin for 5-2. Holding the player down. Right on the attack, though. They've got 13 men, so they should have an overlap or two. Miles, the slip pass, it's gone loose. Here's Lewis. Back it comes. Langer's gone without it. Testman, and now Duffy has it. 12 metres out. Duffy being grabbed there by Doyle. 13 metres out. Back it comes. Langer away to Lewis. Lewis has got support. Madison away to Hancock. Hancock should score. Hancock's in. Try to Brisbane. The Broncos lead 4-0. 15 minutes into the game.
Langer showing it inside just to hold a bit more defence in close. Lewis knew where to get the ball. Out it goes. Madison shoveling the pass when I think he should have just held up for a moment to make sure he drew Kemp and then give Hancock a run clear to the line. Hancock had to work to get it down.
But here's Terry Madison. The chance to make it 6-0 from about 6 metres in from touch. It's not an easy kick into this breeze. And I hope he's all right there.
Well, he completely muffed the kick. Of course, Madison had a knee cartilage operation only 3 weeks ago, and then during the week, having recovered from the knee problem, he was practicing his goal kicking and injured his thigh and was in some doubt once more, but now he's just flexing that leg.
Here's Fulmer on the wraparound. He's got that pass away. Oh, he's lost control of the ball. That was Thorne, who's just come back onto the field after his stint in the sin bin. The call was there, but it might have been a Brisbane Bronco who called. Ball's loose. Referee says play on. As quickly it's come away now to McKinnon. McKinnon runs straight and hard. McKinnon trying to get that ball loose to get the pass away. He's 11 metres out from the Brisbane line. Lewis could have been penalised there and will be.
There's no doubt that Lewis struck for the ball before it was placed on the ground.
Wayne Bennett, as always, very studious. He started to strike the ball much better last weekend, so the chance to narrow the margin. McKinnon moves in. There's the kick, and it's successful. So 2 points to the Newcastle Knights. 20 minutes to go here in the first half, and it's Brisbane leading Newcastle by 4 points to 2. So here's Teven again. Teven running solidly. Good tackle again from Miller. Opposite number plays it. John's the dummy half. LeMan, that looked to be forward, that pass to Hancock. In fact, the referee has ruled that Hancock was in an offside position. That's how far forward it was.
Well, that shares the blame because the penalty given for offside, so you've got to blame Hancock really for overrunning the man inside him at the same time. Obviously, the pass shouldn't have been thrown.
And there's David Thorne. As McKinnon moves in. It's coming close, it's going close, it's there! Great kick from Michael McKinnon. Pushed it up into the breeze and let the breeze take it across. And there's the strength of that breeze. It's very blustery here at Lang Park. And really, Newcastle have probably got the benefit of it in the first half. It started off as being a westerly, but during the day it's become probably more of a sou'wester and at times even a southerly. Last tackle against Newcastle as Kemp gets it in. Kemp has his kick charge down. It's been regained by Newcastle, and 6 to go again, says the referee, as Kemp goes from dummy half.
Well, Newcastle are really taking the chances with these kicks. They're just not getting them away. Kieran Walters coming out of the marker position, harassing Kemp. But Newcastle have to be able to get a better kick away to try and gain some territory.
Here's David Boyd, almost to the halfway line. Plays it, Carter. This is Stewart. Stewart tucks the ball under his arm. He can't get that pass away again. He's looking to, but can't offload. Last tackle against the Knights. Now Kemp this time will get his kick in. He's kicking for touch, but he's just put it in behind Hancock. Duffy's back there. That was a much better kick, forcing Duffy to take it. But Duffy runs that ball back strongly. Away it comes to Hancock. Now Hancock down this left wing. He's got away from Kemp. Back it comes to Lewis. Lewis, he's got 50 metres to run, and look at Wally go. Coming across from the far side is one of the players, Quinton, but no chance. The king is in. Lewis is in pain. Lewis looked as if he caught one in the back after he scored that try. He had 50 metres to run and showed a clean pair of heels until Quinton came at him in the dying 2 or 3 metres of the charge to score the try. Lewis dives as Quinton comes over the top. And, well,
a tremendous run by Lewis. It reminds me of a State of Origin performance he put in at the cricket ground a couple of years ago. From that distance, you don't really expect Lewis to have the pace to make it. But I think as he got to the try line, he thought, let's get down and get this ball down there before they get to me.
Moves in, off the boot fairly well, but into that wind, waved away. 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Last tackle against Newcastle. Kemp right behind the ruck, and there it is. Tony Kemp has it. And again, the kick charge down. Now, Gene Miles will get the bounce here. Miles away to Lewis. Has Lewis got the pace again? Has he? What? Look at Wally Lewis go. Lewis will score his second try. His 15th of the year. Yes! Fair try. Wally Lewis again. He hasn't run that far on a training night, I don't think. Twice in 10 minutes, he's almost run half the length of the field to score. And it's Brisbane 12, Newcastle 4.
He knew that he had support alongside if he needed it, and he almost did need it too. Plenty of chases coming hard for him in the last moment here from the Knights. But Lewis all the way after the mistake was made. 15 tries now for Wally Lewis.
There's the strength of that breeze, and in the second half I'm certain Lewis will be putting that ball high into that wind and letting the wind do the work. For the most part this year, most of the general kicking for Newcastle has been done by Glenn Frendo. They'll hardly have time to restart. In fact, they won't even restart this match after Terry Madison coming back into the goal-kicking role, moves in, and there's another shocker as the siren goes at half-time, and that timely try from Wally Lewis.
Brian Niebling leading the way for Brisbane with Brett Leman and Brad Tessman. 100 tackles in all for Brisbane. Newcastle, Michael McKinnon leading the way, Sam Stewart and Tony Butterfield. So all the forwards heavily involved. 98 in all.
It looks as if they've won one against the head here, Newcastle. Fulmer almost slipped in behind the defence. Here's Newcastle with a chance. Are they going to hit back in the opening moments of the second half? Boyd still going. Boyd, he's got within about 8 metres. The pass, it's picked up by Miller. Now there's a chance they must score. He's in. Butterfield, I think it is, who scored. Looks to be a try to Newcastle. It looked to be the big prop forward, Tony Butterfield, who's dived over. And so Newcastle back in business. And that was good football from David Boyd.
Here it is again. Look at the last bit of action here as Miller manages to stay on his feet and pull a difficult pass in, and Butterfield had them gone. Had him shot and finished it off.
Here's McKinnon trying to convert the try. Looks good off the boot, looks good. Hits the post, I think. Might have just shaved the upright and gone on the wrong side of it in the end. My word, it was a good kick though from McKinnon. 11 metres out from that Newcastle line. Walters, away it comes towards Lewis. Lewis. Taken there, ball and all by McCormack, and over the top in the end, finishing the tackle off was Fulmer involved, and so too was Scott Carter. Langer, the little grubber kick, it's gone loose. He's got it back again, he's got it away to Notes pass out to Hancock. The referee says 6 to go, and Hancock's in for his second try of the afternoon. Despite what looked to be a suspicious forward pass, we'll have to have a look at it again, but it's a try to the Broncos.
You take the chances when you put the kicks in. This time it didn't get through, but it rebounds off Stewart's hand. Langer tries to get back for it, eventually does so. Again, it's 6s and 7s. In that area, there's so much risk involved in whatever you do. Anything can happen, and out it goes to Hancock. We'll have another look at this suspect pass. It's a difficult angle to judge it. It was flat or a touch forward, but nevertheless, the overlap was there. It was always going to be a try.
Lewis. He's got it high into the air. It's a great kick from Wally Lewis. He can do no wrong this afternoon. Converts the Michael Hancock try. Bennett there, can I see a touch of a smile on Wayne Bennett's face? Everyone around him's pretty happy. Brisbane lead Newcastle by 18 points to 8. David Thorne said, am I in the front row or the second row?
I don't think they're the only people who don't know what positions they're in.
McCormack with the ball. This is the last throw of the dice, though, for Newcastle. They've lost this ball. No, the referee says they've still got it. It's been another good performance from them. The Broncos leading by 18 points to 8. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the match. Comes away to Harrigan. Harrigan lined up and taken well there by Tessman. 11 metres in from this eastern touchline. Newcastle won the reserve grade, 24 points to 18. Just outside the quarter line. Stewart, Townsend, Fulmer. Away it comes. McCormack hasn't been allowed much room to move today. That really flick pass out the back. Goulding has a long way to have to go back to collect that. Lewis is up there, and so too another one of the Bronco players. Kilroy affects the tackle. Last tackle against Newcastle. Fulmer's kick. Hancock lets it bounce. Duffy gets the good bounce. Duffy runs it back. He's recovered from that cramp pretty well, and he's taken just 20 metres out. Now Hancock, he's looking for a hat-trick of tries as well. 13 metres out from that Newcastle line. Walters the dummy half. Lewis away towards Miles. Lewis is going the dummy half. Lewis, the pass comes away to Hone. Hone stands, can't get the pass away. Fourth tackle against Brisbane. Almost full time as Walters goes from dummy half, and he's held up a metre out, but it's going to be a penalty. It's against the Newcastle Knights for being inside the 5, says referee Harrigan. Lewis decides to take the quick tap away to Miles. Miles tries to crash his way over. Has he scored? The referee says yes. 2 weeks ago, Big Gene Miles put Wally in for 2 tries, and that time his mate Wally Lewis took the quick tap and put Gino over for the try. And so Brisbane lead 22 points to 8. The kick at goal to come, and it's Lewis who's going to have the shot at trying to convert Gene Miles' try.
Well,
there he is.
They've been able to contain Gene Miles for this match, as was contained last week, but not for 80 minutes. 79 minutes they lasted, but the big fella from that distance, close to the line, unstoppable. They made the tackle, but he was over the line by the time he hit the dirt. The strength, the power of this tall second rower, as he is now, crunching through and putting it over the line. And here's Lewis for the goal.
Lewis, he's kicked the goal, and so the full-time score, 24 points to 8 in favour of Brisbane.
This has been a Fox Sports production.